Hey there, I'm Logan and I am a digital gamer. That is to say, I don't go to the store and pick up my video games, but the option to do so from your home console wasn't always a thing. And many of you guys still go to the game store to pick up your games. This can be a huge hassle that many of us, myself included, wish to avoid. But you insist on going to the game store to pick up your disc. Okay, I'll go along with you. But here are 10 ways game stores infuriate gamers. Number 10, Inconvenience of Travel. Right off the bat, the thing that turns most people off, including myself, is the pain of having to go out, get into your car, waste precious time and gas to grab something you just could have got off the eShop, Xbox Marketplace, or PSN store anyways. You put yourself at risk of accidents as a result of carelessness either on your part or another person's. And for what? Your collector's edition? Look, laugh off this entry if you want to, but you never know. Hashtag digital is the safer way. Seriously, you're putting us both in danger. Number 9, new employees. Okay, so you went against my advice and judgment and decided to go out into this great unknown world, face the elements, and you traversed your way through space and time, and we ended up safely at your local GameStop or other game store near you. Congratulations, except there's only one problem. You have to deal with Harry. Harry's a new guy they just hired the day before you came in to pick up your Kingdom Hearts 3 Golden Edition, because you know, you have to have your collector's editions. But oh no, Harry doesn't know what the hell to do. New employees are so annoying, especially when you're on a tight schedule. I know everyone has to start somewhere, so it's not Harry's fault, but it's something that could have been avoided. Harry, let me speak to your manager, please. Number 8, employee attitudes. Okay, so Harry brings out his manager. Contrary to the image you had in your head about this fine member of this establishment, the manager's a jerk and clearly has an attitude with you for no reason. Employees with bad attitudes really make your whole experience just unpleasant, but somehow you made it through and you get your game checked out. Huzzah! At this point in the story, I'm just looking at you with the I could be home right now eating face. Number 7. Sale boosting tactics. You know what I'm talking about here, don't you? Of course you do, but just in case you're still puzzled, let's continue the story. You, the excessive video game collector that has to have everything physical, and me, your friend, who was reluctant at first to tag along, but I decided to because I'm true, had just checked out a game, and we think we're finished, but bam, Harry and his manager asked if we would like the guidebook to go along with the Kingdom Hearts 3 Golden Edition. Never mind the fact that we didn't even ask for it, because if we wanted it to begin with, we would have asked. This is a sale boosting tactic. He's using our decision of getting our game to increase the sale and bring in more numbers. There's actually some psychology behind this, and I'm a businessman, so from a business standpoint, I respect it. And all you psychology majors, stand up. Woo woo! The idea is that you give someone a choice, but you manipulate the choice in a way that they believe it was of their own free will. It's actually genius, but we don't need it, and again, it could have been avoided. So you can keep your guidebook, buddy. We're good. Number 6, trades. The most annoying and insulting thing about game stores is what they do with trades. Sure, it sounds like it benefits you at first, but appearances often are deceiving. You buy a game for, let's say, the original $60. Try to trade it back, and they give you a third of what you paid for it. I'm not saying we should expect an even buy and sell back here from these guys, but this is just downright insulting. You see the comments all over the internet scattered throughout. Somebody says, quote, I sold my PS4, Xbox One, PS3, and all my games. And they say, okay, we'll give you a shoestring for it. I know that's an exaggeration, but it's damn near pretty close. This crap is pathetic. Number 5, used games. Now guys, don't ruin your monitors. Don't ruin your laptops or nothing like that. Your cell phones, don't ruin anything. But the most insulting, unforgivable thing they do to your games after you trade them back is what they turn around and sell your traded games for to the next unfortunate soul who passes through those double doors. Keep in mind, you just traded an Uncharted 4 and got 2 shoestrings and a bottle cap, compliment of Bethesda. They just resold your game for $30 at least. Now how do you feel? Betrayed? Done wrong? Do you feel used? Get it? Because used game, you feel used. Okay, moving on. Number 4, midnight releases. I know this may seem weird being on the list, but you'll understand in a moment. Midnight releases have the potential to be the most annoying and uncomfortable things ever. You're trying to get your game you've been excited about and anticipating for months now. You get to the store and they give you a number. And until that sucker is called, you have no choice but to sit there and make idle conversation with a ton of strangers. And being that it's a midnight release, there's more people than normal, especially at a release of your Kingdom Hearts game that you just had to. Why have I been using Kingdom Hearts 3 as an example this whole video? Hashtag get 2.8. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag but one day though. Number 3, waiting in line. You know, while I'm on the subject of dealing with other customers in the stores when you want your games, there is nothing worse than the grandfather of time wasters in video games than waiting in line. Mind you, right now I'm looking at you with a smug face as to say, this all could have been avoided, but you wanted to drive here and be all social because you're just a majestic social butterfly, ain't you? But anyways, now you're stuck in line because the person ahead of you is either A, setting up a Power Rewards membership, B, having one looked up to assist a transaction, or C, and the worst thing of all, trading in 25 games, a video game system for, remember, a third of what they paid for it. And the system has to be hooked up, mind you, to make sure it works for resale. Such a great idea. This is why I just should have stayed home. Number 2, lack of choices. Let's face it, people, sometimes the store just doesn't have what you're looking for. The inventory is lackluster, and you're paying for it. I can't tell you guys how many times I'd take forever in GameStop. My mom would hate taking me because I took such a long time. And she was absolutely correct, by the way, because I did. And I can be fairly indecisive at times, I'm not even gonna lie to you. But mostly it was the selection. Not me, it was the selection. Most times. Once again, digital downloads are looking pretty good right now, aren't they? What do you say? Huh? Was I right? Number 1, store hours. If any of the prior things don't make you reconsider ever going out to the GameStop or any game store ever again, store hours, without a doubt, are the most inconvenient thing you have to work around. And you have no choice. This isn't a 24-hour type of deal, my friend. You better go find some ointment to put on that itchy video game hand of yours, because it ain't happening. At least not the time you wanted to. So there you go, guys. That's 10 ways game stores infuriate us gamers. Did you guys like the list? What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to stay tuned for more TGN videos we got coming up right your way. I am Logan at FanatixFour. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.